So why haven't I created a new video until now? Well, several reasons, really. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is David and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to dive into the reasons why I have not created a video in over a year. The first reason for only one video is making videos is really hard. I mean, I know it doesn't have to be, but I ended up trying to make everything absolutely perfect. I spent hours of writing and rewriting the script. I spent a ton of time blocking out each shot, and I spent a ton of time shooting and even reshooting because of sound problems or some other issues. Then came the editing. I wanted to create this cinematic look, and that involved color grading, sound editing, and a bunch of other stuff. And it just took hours and hours and hours. I wanted everything to be perfect, which leads me to big mistake number one: overthinking everything and having quite the lack of efficiency in the process. Despite all that, knowing that it takes time to get views, I was really disappointed when it didn't get the views I was hoping for, which leads me to big mistake number two: expectations. Then, right after I posted that first video, my wife and I got involved in creating a garden in our backyard, and that became a huge project. So right now it's February, and there's really not a lot to show as we prep for the new season. But I am not changing this channel to a gardening channel. However, I will be out here from time to time doing some filming because honestly, it's a really nice environment. As big a project as this garden has been, it's also been a source of creativity, relaxation, and it provided a sense of accomplishment. Which brings me to big mistake number three: I let something that I could manage derail me from something that was hard. I guess we all tend to do this from time to time. Actually, we even do it from an early age. As as kids, we may choose to give up because we don't have any experience, we haven't been tested or challenged yet. I remember I wanted to quit Little League when I was a kid. And that was because practice was really hard and the other kids seemed to be so much better than me. But my dad gave me that special talk. He said, anything that is worth having is hard. And it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn, and that practice will help us to be better. He also said, don't worry about how the other kids are doing. Just practice hard, focus on yourself, and see how you progress. So instead of heeding his advice from decades ago, I compared my videos to other people's videos, and I just gave up. I still occasionally have this issue, like when it comes to working out regularly, but that tendency always tends to lead to regret. Hey, did you know that by clicking the like button, it's the fastest way to drive a video to new viewers who are looking for that type of content? So if you're enjoying this video, please click the like button. That way, other viewers like you will get to see it. Go ahead, click it. Don't worry, I'll wait. All right, great. Thanks a lot, and let's get back to the episode. So here we are. I still don't have the perfect answer of how I'm going to make new content, but I have decided to film in a more vlogging style where I can just cover what's going on in my life and the decisions I'm making for, living a life over 50. A lot has happened in the past year, and I'm sure a lot of other things are going to happen this year. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I need to take a break. I need a Red Bull. I'm going to go down to the 7-Eleven and grab one. Also, the flight pattern has increased from SFO as I fly right over the house. So I'm going to take this up to the office. But while I'm here, I did want to show you our indoor greenhouse. Even though you don't care if you're here about life after 50, this is something I'm doing after 50. So we have an indoor greenhouse where we have some new sprouts. We start our sowing for things that can be transplanted. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So there it is. That's the indoor greenhouse. Kind of fun. All right, let's go get that Red Bull. So here it is, the beginning of February. You can only see what's going on behind me, but it is an absolutely gorgeous day here in San Francisco. The last couple of weeks has been a cold front. I actually don't need this right now. It was chillier this morning. We had a cold front, so it was in the 40s, low 50s. And then we had what comes through here is called a atmospheric river, and we just got a deluge of rain. But it is California, and even in San Francisco, we have a dry season, which is summer. We get our rain in the winter versus on the East Coast, it's the other way around. So we got a ton of rain. I had to pull a lot of plants and get them underneath the eaves so they don't get saturated. Anyway, so heading down to get that Red Bull, then back to the house, and we'll film the rest of this episode in the office. All right, guys, see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Got my Red Bull, and we've lost our sun, so hopefully the lighting is okay. Anyway, making videos is hard, but it can be fun, unless, of course, you get caught up in just trying to make them perfect. At least that's how it is for me, and has been for me. So I'm thinking I need to avoid getting caught up in trying to create the perfect shot and creating that cinematic effect and just focus on the message that I am trying to deliver. So at the end of the day, I'd like to combine both elements of that in creating my content. But what is it that I'm really looking for? Am I looking for affirmation on my production value or on my message? Or am I just trying to make money? With all of these elements that I personally think about, does that mean that if you want to create content that maybe you shouldn't? Well, of course not. But I do think you need to be clear about why you are doing it and what you want to get out of it. For me, I want to help people. I have a lot to say, but I don't want it floating around in my head anymore. But I do need to enjoy the process. And hopefully, in time, my content will find the right audience. In our next video, we get back to the topic of changing the way we think for our future selves. This includes my reaction to the presidential election and how it may impact our future plans. So until next time, remember to enjoy your life after 50.